It's another boring long day in quarantine, and you're craving some carbs. You want to try something delicious and homemade, but you don't know what you want to make. Luckily for you, today I will be teaching you how to make banana bread, which will satisfy your carb craving. First, you're going to need to grab all your ingredients. Before you do this, preheat your oven at 350 so that when you're done making this, it'll be ready to pop into the oven. You're going to need 1 stick of butter. I already pre-melted it, so make sure you melt it in about an oven for about a minute and a half or so until it's completely melted. Next, you're going to need 3 bananas. These are they're older so that it's easier to smash up. Probably would want to have them till at least the peel is brown. You're going to need 2 eggs. And 1 cup of sugar. Two cups of flour. Try to even it out as even as possible so that you don't measure too much so it doesn't come out too like not even with its ingredients. 2 cups of flour. You're going to need a teaspoon of baking soda. And a teaspoon of cinnamon and salt. Once you have your ingredients put into your bowl, it's time for the fun part. You get to mix it together. So you're just gonna mix it until it becomes a nice consistency. It's gonna be a little bit thick, but you don't want it to be completely liquid because it won't cook right in the oven. It should look like this somewhat. So it's definitely more doughy. You also want to make sure that you get the bananas smashed well because if you don't, then when you take out the banana bread, it might have chunks of banana bread that is like wet and it's not good. Also make sure you get everything on the side. After that, I already have some chocolate chips and walnuts measured out, and about half a cup of walnuts and a cup of chocolate chips. So I'm just going to pour those in, along with some vanilla extract, just a little bit. Mix that together, and it should look something like this in the end. Now, I'm not going to pour this into the pan because it'd be complicated to take home, but you're going to lightly spray your pan like this, and then you would pour the dough into the pan. And make sure it looks something like this, not like a cookie sheet, because that would not turn out well. So here's what it looks like again, and you would just pour it in there. So after that, you would put it into the oven and let it cook. Banana bread is delicious and yummy. It's tasty. It's also very simple and easy to make. It only has 3 main steps to do: prepping, mixing the ingredients, and pouring in the mixture. So I'd advise you to go home and try baking out. Ask a relative or friend to spend a couple minutes with you to make a delicious loaf of banana bread made out of tons of variety of ingredients, but tons of love.